International trade, property tax, and farm transition planning. Just some of the big topics on Governor Pete Ricketts' mind. Marilyn Barnett has our Grow interview.
From Alliance to Syracuse, the #1 issue people talk to me about is property taxes. And my budget reflects that. In my budget recommendation, I've set aside an additional $60 million a year for the next 2 years to bring the total relief up to $400 million. And I'm looking forward to working with the Appropriations Committee to make that happen. I've also recommended we take valuations on ag land down from 75% to 65% to give some relief to our producers.
And one other topic here that some people will be addressing is international trade. And you know, Nebraska was even recognized for how much trade we do, even by President Obama not too long ago as well. How important is it that our Nebraska producers put that into scope as they're making their decisions and doing their work?
Well, that's absolutely huge. In 2013, we had over $6 billion in exports out of the state of Nebraska. And if you think about all the population growth and the rising standards of living, that's generally occurring in countries in Asia and outside the United States, certainly. So those are huge opportunities for us to be able to grow our economy by exporting the products we have here to those places.
There's a lot of great speakers. Director Ibaugh talked to us about what's expected here today. What's the main thing you want people to take away from this conference?
Well, the main thing I want people to take away is the exciting future we have in agriculture here. I mean, the whole point of my administration is how we grow Nebraska. If we're going to grow Nebraska, we have to grow agriculture. And we have tremendous opportunities in front of us, but you have to plan to do that. And that's what this conference is about, coming together to share ideas on how we can grow Nebraska.
And, you know, some people, not everybody is directly involved with agriculture, some of you out there as well, but a conference like this and the topics that we cover, it does impact people indirectly somehow. And you're a business guy, so what advice do you have for producers? Because they're more than just working out in the field.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to touch upon that point quickly, the Omaha Chamber is presenting a paper here on how value-added agriculture impacts Omaha. And I think that the whole thing we want people to take away from that standpoint is, look, we have to plan. This is a business. You do take risks. And to mitigate those risks, you have to put plans in place to make sure you're successful. So, for instance, one of the things we talk about is that transition of succession planning from the older generation to the next generation of farms. Mm-hmm. That all has to be planned, and that's one of the ways that you can be successful.
We check out those markets up next after weather.